second half of the Pool C today that we're gonna be showcasing you. Bro,
Yeah, we're just gonna hop right into it as our players are ready for this game here in Pool C. Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited, Fear. I'm really glad we're going to do this and this opportunity. Thank you so much, Smash Back Gaming, for bringing us through. And wow, yeah, we're just immediately going right into this match here. So I'm actually familiar. I believe if I'm correct, Bonilla was Wi-Fi Rob. He played Rob, and is the Roy more of like a permanent character swap, or is it kind of like a secondary?
It's actually a permanent character. After the offline events began to reschedule being here in Mexico, Bonilla actually went from Rob to Sora, from Sora to Roy, and then Roy back at Rob. He's had these issues where he keeps changing characters over and over, only to struggle finding who's actually fit for his playstyle.
Totally.
He's widely known for his expertise on fundamentals, but after all, it's not only about fundamentals the way that you play this game. It's all about who do you handle your playstyle better with. So after all, this rush playstyle that Rui has to offer to us, it's exactly what Bonilla was looking for this entire time.
Yeah, you can almost say he fell in love with Ghost Busting after getting a nice hit of it while playing Sora. But right now, Cloudy, we got to talk about Cloudy. He's doing a really good job keeping Bonilla at ledge. Excellent reversal now from Bonilla, who's going out deep to threaten. That's what you have to do against Pyra and Mythra in this game, Fear.
Precisely. One thing for sure is that Bonilla is actually landing so much pressure onto Cloudy back at the ledge, but that specific characteristic about the Aegis, the fact that you can always reverse things back into your favor as long as you have this air dodge that Mythra has to hold on. That's something that Bonilla has to take in account. He cannot play as usually he plays against others. He has to take the chance that's gonna happen eventually, but that Piata shield, it's always gonna be a right answer for Roy.
Yeah, that's actually not even that big of a chance. Just playing defensively like that is really just smart by Bonilla to fire right back. And now started to punish Cloudy a little bit. Okay, a couple back and forth trades here, just kind of getting some sword strikes from both players. But that's the thing about Roy, is the closer you want to get into combat with him, the more damage he's going to deal. So he's getting the better of these interactions right now. He's got a little bit of a lead on Cloudy. Nice grab by Cloudy, getting the throw combo into the uppy, trying to keep Bonilla at ledge. Bonilla, excellent recovery from ledge.
Once again, they're back at the neutral. There's a lot of pressure coming onto that shield back at the platform, but sadly it goes all the way on Cloudy's favor. Those trades, the AD sword is much longer than Roy and actually contest. So
yeah,
he has to try to reset these back at the center of the stage, trying to lure Cloudy into making this one single mistake. It could possibly lead into Bonilla's punishes.
Oh man, Bonilla just put on the back heel there with his defense as his shield goes down to nothing, and that allows Cloudy to get the grab. And if you know how to use Pyra's grab, that opens up so many kill options for the character. Bonilla, though, is able to get back from ledge. Cloudy switching over to the Mythra, just trying to hold center stage, trying to go for a big up smash, trying to catch the ascendance from the jump. But now both characters off ledge, which is very dangerous, very high volatile situation, as Bonilla still has Cloudy stuck to the corner, and Cloudy's able to escape.
But oh my god, jumping off to the ledge with the side B almost, actually, it's a 100% chance that it's gonna kill your opponent, but as long as Mythra has that air dodge, that dodge to offer, Foresight is just such a strong option that you cannot let outside. You cannot keep pressuring without any single sinker in the world. You have to keep baiting for us in order to not lose to them.
Yeah, and it's up on Cloudy to get the kill confirm out of that too. You can't waste those opportunities given to you by such a powerful DLC move. And now just walloping Bonilla with these up tilts, and the juggles just extending further and further. And Bonilla stuck on platform in it, but he finally gets off it. I mean, it's just kind of hard to just deal with Pyra's or with Mythra's platform pressure, you know.
I'm 100% good with that one. So, as of right now, things are quite even in percentage. Once again, it's the ledge trap situation, but nothing comes out.
Down tilt.
Ooh, that was a tactic situation that was going on Bonilla's side, but sadly went no further. It's a ledge trap, it's an edge guard. Nothing comes from each other, and they just keep hitting back and forth.
A downer, not strong enough. We get the Pyra out. You know, that means Cloudy's thinking he's trying to figure out some way to just end this game one. Oh, he almost got the jump call, but it was just a little too late.
the patience that being showcased by Cloudy only talks about his expertise, the way that he just tries to lure Bonilla to do something, anything. It's just a bait and punish at this point.
Yeah. Bonilla's getting a little antsy with his jumps. We'll see if Cloud's gonna catch him for it, but instead the wristy side B from ledge to Bonilla right on the money, finding that F tilt. Whoa, what a comeback there for Bonilla there at the end.
And I believe that's the kind of interactions where we can actually see or we can actually appreciate the nerves that the Aegis had beforehand. I'm not entirely sure when was it. I know that it was about 2 patches ago where the Aegis got actually nerfed, and one thing for sure was the first sectional frame out of the side B once you use it with Pyra, and that's exactly the point where you can actually appreciate that. It's just one of few interactions where you can actually appreciate, wow, this actually got nerfed. I'm not able to interact with others as easy or as fast as I was before.
I am really excited to get a chance to watch Cloudy play, though, Fear. I had SkyJ stay with me in the States for a while, and I was picking his brain about players from the Mexican scene that he'd love to see play States and play overseas, and he was very complimentary on Cloudy. So right now, he's kind of bossing Bonilla. What a confirm there. Oh, he's so close to getting those uppies at ledge, Fear.
He was actually going deep. That could have costed him a lot, considering that he also spent his second jump after the first up B. But eventually, that snipe is gonna actually pay him off. But that's an early lead, you know. You don't know how much that's gonna last.
Okay. I see that foresight too. But yeah, I mean, Fear, like that up B hitbox is not particularly damaging, but with given Roy's limited recovery range, all you need is that squeaky toy hit, that little dink to get the stock. But again, Bonilla's finding a lot of success with these side Bs from ledge, and that fair was a huge call out, but not enough to take the stock.
Trying to hit back with that down tilt, sadly nothing came afterwards, and I feel like there's a pattern already. Whenever I see Bonilla just whiffing something at the ledge, trying to ledge trap Cloudy, he just goes for this reverse up B out of shield just to try to cover something, like a rolling in, like a spot dodge. I feel like there's a pattern already, and the Cloudy's actually adapting to this pattern as well.
Well, sometimes you just gotta go with what works, and that up B can cover so much range in terms of like just panic attempts to get back to center stage. Nice step attack from Cloudy. Everybody gets one. Trying to get the dash grab, but instead meets the big heavy hit sweet spot from the rising Nair. Cloudy has to be careful now. He's in kill range. Oh, no grab. Instead, that side B again, but he wasn't able to sweet spot it, so Cloudy's still holding on. Bonilla right now just trying to find a way to get one of those hits, and he finally gets a landing aerial in on Cloudy.
That's just gonna even out the stocks. It's not gonna even out the percentage anytime soon. And as you have seen before, you cannot be mashing those aerials. You're not allowed to just panic option every single time against Cloudy. And that's not something I gotta say something about Bonilla. I'm talking about how Cloudy is actually quite resourceful whenever he uses his attacks. One thing that you can differentiate from expert player from a player that may have not this many chances to experience offline battles before, is the fact of how much he spends his attacks. You cannot just be whipping everything and expect that something's just gonna land without any kind of punish.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of whiffing when it comes to playing Roy, just generally competitively speaking, but you still have to police that space with the character, so you can't necessarily criticize Bonilla too much for his playstyle right now. The aggression has given him that game 1 too, and right now he's trying to figure out a way to punish Cloudy's landing. Cloudy kind of in nowhere's landing. You don't want to be stuck on the final third of the stage against Roy, because he'll just push you in. And there it goes. That's that uppy habit you were talking about, Fear, and that time Cloudy was able to punish it.
And that's gonna be a heavy punish. I don't think that he has a second jump. He lost the second jump. That's gonna be the stock. Cloudy just taking advantage of every single interaction that Bonilla has left him to. Every single time that Bonilla went for something quite risky, Bonilla, either Cloudy was prepared to punish that, or at least took the chance to reposition himself outside of Bonilla's range in order to counterattack eventually.
Yeah, very much, man. Can I just say shoutouts to Bonilla's shirt? Looked like a JoJo's villain with that shirt on. Here we go. Gonna try and get game 3 up and ready right now. It's both players taking the game so far. I feel like Cloudy, he just has to figure out a way, because I mean, the thing is, when you're playing Pyra, especially when you're playing Mythra, you want to kind of exist in a very similar range to where Roy is. but you want to play around the fact that if you just go 1-for-1, tit for tat, jab for jab with Roy,
You're probably
especially
gonna
close
lose.
sport. Yeah, exactly. So you have to be really careful about just not falling right into Bonilla's Roy's pace. And Cloud did a really good job of that in game 2. Let's see if we can just keep that going on here in game 3.
It's like, I'm not gonna grab the low-hanging fruits, you know. I'm not gonna make any kind of COVID jokes about that. But you gotta keep a safe distance, but a close enough distance with Roy. I mean, if you're trying to play Pyra Mythra against Roy, of course there's gonna be a certain distance that you gotta be effective on, which is most likely close quarters. But as long as you're playing Roy, of course, then you gotta try to dance around him and just wait for the hitboxes that he's throwing at you to eventually wear off, so you have this opening against Bonilla. But on the other hand, this specific speed that Bonilla has to handle using Roy, of course, is exactly what Cloud is suffering at this point.
Yeah, on the other hand, you actually have to have a chance to get in, and so far, Bonilla doing a really good job wrangling Cloudy here on this first stock in game 3. Look at it now, Bonilla's changing tact, just holding center stage and just poking away safely. Nice there, anticipating the uppie from ledge, getting the up tilt, and then immediately striking as Cloudy tried to find a way to land desperately. Is only going to find the cold embrace of up tilt. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Cloudy was thinking, I need to kill this man right now with that one.
And sadly, that didn't develop. I'm sorry, that didn't develop any further. So as of right now, things are looking. Well, I wouldn't exactly say they're neutral, because looking at how they go back and forth, they don't actually give a space to each other. They're just pretty much aggressive at this point. But at the same time, I don't feel like things are progressing as fast as they used to on the first game or second match, actually.
Yeah, pace-wise is interesting, because you figure a faster pace would benefit Bonilla. I will say this, Cloudy has kind of gone into a very, I don't want to say necessarily it's a habit, because you do have to play somewhat defensively against Roy, when we're talking about in terms of the trades you'll experience if you're just going to go strike for strike with the sword-wielding menace. But I think it's allowed Bonilla to kind of figure out a pattern how to mitigate what Cloudy wants to go for in neutral. Look at this, standing around him, late back air, forcing Cloudy off stage. That skying up air too, making it so that Cloudy has to pay the tax to recover as well here.
And the reposition that Bonilla tries to go on for, always positioning himself below a platform, just waiting for or expecting for Cloudy to actually land to a platform and being able to punish it either with an up tilt, either with an upper. Every single time he's just covering the options with the sword and the range, even though the range is like, it's quite limited compared to other sportsmen. As long as you have your positioning quite on point, then you're gonna be able to do pretty much anything that Cloudy to counter Cloudy's options.
Yeah, and the best counter is a cross-up into that side B, but there we go. Cloudy cleaning up his mistake, staying back into this one with a big skying down air. Pyra getting the full impact of that one going through. Jab now. I don't see that come out too much here. Good trade for Cloudy, forcing Bonilla back to ledge, but Bonilla not getting himself into a panic roll situation. Instead, find himself on the business end of that juggle combo. And now, forcing Cloudy back to stage. Uh-oh, there's the grab.
And there's the forward smash, and that's the air dodge, and that's exactly the one single interaction that Cloudy could actually take advantage of, but sadly that didn't go any further. So Bonilla is still holding at 102%, going back again for that uppie, but that down smash coming from Cloudy was actually a little bit misplaced, and that's the opportunity for Cloudy to actually take on the stock. Somehow he does it. I don't know what happened.
I think it was a misinput there from Bonilla, or he must have like hit up B early on, didn't realize he already expended it. Either way, though, this is the opportunity Cloudy needs, because he's basically evened up the game. And he's got Bonilla in the worst spot right now, stuck at ledge, and the big flaming redhead swords out. Oh, switching right back, making me look like a fool. Jab, forcing Cloudy back, or forcing Bonilla back to ledge.
And things are quite even once again. Even though it was Bonilla's game at the very first seconds of the game, he took the lead quite early, pace by pace, punch by punch. Cloudy has already taken this back to himself, even it out in a percentage lead. That lead actually nowhere.
He didn't have the air dodge read in time. Oh my gosh, that gave Cloudy just a chance. That should have been the end. Instead, Bonilla stuck at ledge, and he's going to just get completely walloped with a down air. That hitbox goes from here in Los Angeles all the way down to the Mexican coast, baby.
Yeah, coast to coast, man. All the way from Pacific to the Gulf of Mexico. Man.
I
And
don't know what happened there. That's kind of thing where it just felt like the momentum turned on a dime as soon as Bonilla lost that second stock. Cloudy just kind of went into endgame mode. What do you think, Fair?
I feel like it has to do something with what we pointed out first. The fact that the pace of the game just was slower than before. I feel like as long as Cloudy keeps slowing down the game to a much more fundamental based game, he's probably gonna take an advantage against Bonilla. Bonilla is quite known for his fundamentals, but what he shines on is the fact that he can't keep his fundamentals at top speed using Roy, while Cloudy is much more of a smarter player. He's always trying to be a step ahead of you, not relying on his reaction, but relying on his prediction. So as long as Cloudy has this slow-paced game, he's able to think through things and make things even the ground for him, even the play.
And you want to know how you can make your predictions come true, Fear? By controlling the outcomes. And so far, Cloudy's done a really good job controlling Bonilla. Just force him to just escape to these platforms so he can continue his vertical pressure and keep him where he wants. But he can only wrangle Roy around so long, except now. Cloudy has him having Bonilla off stage. Excellent recovery from Bonilla. Now he's in control.
And Bonilla just keeping up the juggling affair. It's at 116%. Cloudy's already trapped at the ledge, but Bonilla just went a little bit too far. He overshoot, he crossed his shield, and that's exactly the one chance that you cannot give Cloudy for. That up B out of shield, it's not gonna save you every time. You gotta be resourceful with those because Cloudy is eventually expecting them and punishing them actually.
And right now, oh no, just falling right into the trap. You can punish Pyra's uppy from ledge if you basically hit the most high vertical ascent, but Bonilla just kind of fell for the trap, got a little too impatient. Cloudy was able to return right to that dangerous hitbox, and now he's got Bonilla completely on the back foot. Nice roll read grab. Ooh! Oh, trying to go for the home run hit there too, Fear.
A juggle position that Bonilla was actually able to manage against for, and back at it with the jump off the ledge with the side B. It works every single time. I'm actually surprised that I feel like I've seen that about 3 or 4 times within this set, and every single time that they have landed, I'm not entirely sure. That's it, once again. Either Cloudy doesn't expect Bonilla to go for them that often because they're quite a risky option, or it's just too fast for him to react to.
There's that heavy armor coming in there for, or at least just able to beat out the startup of the F tilt there from Cloudy, being able to take the stock, trying to get back into this one. I mean, the damage differential right now, Fear, is pretty bad, but I mean, Roy's got insane low percentage kill power, and right now he's escorting Cloudy to the side of the stage. Ooh, that string, baby, that string now is flashy.
60%, 65%, a forward tilt just trying to reset the situation, keeping the stage control, but sadly it's going to be a forward throw. Now Cloudy is the one that's after Bonilla's head. It's a lesser situation.
Side B from
once again, every single time. I really gotta take into account either it's the speed, either it's the positioning himself. I don't know, but Cloudy doesn't react to them, and that has taken a lot of damage on him. And Bonilla somehow has already managed to even out the percentage. As long as he takes one single heavy hit on Cloudy, he's going to be able to even the stock salad, take a chance and opportunity to make this back within this set.
All right, last stock situation for both players here in game 4. But again, Cloudy immediately returned back to the skies, catching Bonilla jumping, and just immediately turning that, transform that into a juggle situation. Oh, Nair's second hit actually freeing up Bonilla. Unsafe there. Good grab from Cloudy. He's got Bonilla a little bit on the ropes. Oh no! Oh, I thought that was a downer opportunity. Bonilla just not going for the aggressive options there. You could say there have been too many opportunities that Bonilla's passed up on, and Cloudy's just been more willing to capitalize on them. But still, this could be all he needs is one. And it's Bonilla who takes it with his one chance, his one shot. Just capitalizing there with the down air, and that's the thing. We were talking about spacing and timing and pace, but ultimately, when you're able to swap into a character for whom like pretty much every aerial hitbox is like a death sentence to most of the cast, it doesn't matter how much how much percentage Roy can rack up in close quarter situations, man. Like that's all she wrote, you know.
Yeah, and for those who don't know at home, that's the first